Hey guys, it's Janixa and welcome to another nail lacquer therapy session. Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about the Orly Spring 2023 collection called Hopeless Romantic. This collection consists of 6 polishes and they are so beautiful. I did receive these polishes in PR to review for you, so thank you very much to Orly for sending these my way. Like I said, 6 polishes to look at, so let's go ahead and get right into the swatches.
Alright, first up we have Written in the Stars, and this one is a very icy blue, very light blue, because we have another blue that's kind of icy coming up. This one is probably the lighter version of that. It's absolutely stunning, you guys. However, this will take at least 3 coats to build up to reach that gorgeous blue color. I really strongly recommend that you do 3 coats, even if you get full opacity on the second coat. I noticed that on the third coat, the color kind of changed, it kind of intensified, it got so much better. So I do suggest doing 3 coats here. On the second coat, I had almost complete opacity. There was a few dark spots. My nails are a bit on the longer side right now though, so maybe for people with shorter nails you won't have that issue, but yeah, I definitely recommend 3 coats for this one. It's just a gorgeous polish in 3. Next up we have Serendipity, and this one is a darker icy blue, and oh guys, this one is also very gorgeous, but also very sheer on that first coat. Again, I recommend doing 3 coats for this one because it just deepens and intensifies that blue color. It's so gorgeous. The formula on both of these polishes that we've just looked at and that we're currently looking at right now is on the thin side. I kind of had to keep wiping my brush off to make sure that I didn't flood my cuticles. It was a little bit, I wouldn't say hard to work with. It wasn't hard to work with, but you definitely had to be very careful not to flood your cuticles. Now, a thin formula is not a bad thing. There's many polishes out there that have thin formulas, kind of formulas that are in the middle, and then kind of formulas that are thick. I personally prefer thicker formulas. To me, they're just easier to work with because when you put the polish somewhere, it stays there. But keep that in mind when you're using these polishes. They're a little bit on the thin side, so be careful to wipe your brush off so you won't flood your cuticles. Next up we have Opposites Attract, and this is a gorgeous purple with some blue shimmer running throughout. It is a little bit sheer on the first coat, but it does cover completely for me in 2 coats. This one is absolutely stunning, you guys. The formula is great. Again, a little bit on the thin side, but once again, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Let me know what you like. Do you prefer a thinner formula, a thicker formula? What is your preferred formula? Like I said, for me, it's a thicker formula. With these thinner formulas, I generally do thin coats, like really thin coats, just because I'm trying to avoid flooding my cuticles. With a thicker formula, I tend to do a little bit of a thicker coat. That's just the way that I paint my nails, but everybody paints their nails differently. So let me know what you prefer in the comments down below. Next up we have Check Yes or No, and this is my favorite name in the collection. It is so cute, definitely reminds me of being in middle school with crushes. I for sure got a little note like this before. I vividly remember it, and I didn't know what to do because I did not like the boy who sent it to me, so I didn't want to hurt his feelings and check no, so I think that I probably didn't respond at all. Now, this color is one of my favorites because it reminds me of my absolute favorite Orly Scenic Route. I feel like it is a cousin of Scenic Route. It's so beautiful. I only did 2 coats here, but after examining my nails a little closer, I think I should have done 3. There was some dark spots, so you can either do 3 coats or try to do a little bit thicker coats, and you might get away with 2. Next up we have Meet Cute, and this one is probably my least favorite name. It just seems a little bit difficult to say for some reason, like it doesn't roll off the tongue as easy. Now this one has pretty much the same formula as Check Yes or No did, a little bit on the thin side there, and I only did 2 coats again, but once again after examining my nails a little closer, I probably should have done 3. Again, there was some dark spots there. Here on the on camera on the live swatch here, you can't really tell that there are some dark spots, but in person I could see those, so I feel like this one is going to be either a 2 or a 3 coater for you. It's also going to depend on how long your nails are. Again, my nails are a bit long, so I feel like 3 coats would have been more beneficial for me here. And last but not least, we have Oh Darling, and I know this one is going to be a favorite for a lot of people. It has an amazing formula, probably the best formula out of this entire collection, because as you can see, this is a 1 coater, and it's always a little bit annoying to me because reds are my least favorite color to wear, yet they always have the most amazing formula. I know, it's because they've been around and they are so popular, such a popular color that of course they're going to have perfected formulas, because this is what every brand is releasing at least a couple times a year. Now, just so you guys know, this collection does come to the orlybeauty.com website on February 1st, or you can go ahead and buy a Color Pass box right now. They are shipping the spring collection now. And here we have the entire Hopeless Romantic collection.
There you have it, guys. Swatches of the Orly Hopeless Romantic collection for spring 2023. What did you think of these? Overall, I thought the collection was really beautiful. I enjoyed all of the polishes. The only comment that I have is that all the formulas felt a little bit on the thin side, so I had to keep wiping my brush off to make sure that I didn't get, too much polish on my brush, because then it would have been really easy to flood my cuticles. But having a thin formula is not necessarily a bad thing. I just personally prefer a thicker formula. Overall, these polishes were so gorgeous, especially those 3 shimmers. They were some of my favorites. And then the cream that I mentioned in the live swatches reminded me of maybe a cousin of Scenic Root, which if you've been following this channel for a while, you know that Scenic Root is my absolute favorite polish, my absolute favorite Orly. So I was really happy to get a polish that was pretty similar to Scenic Root, but obviously has some differences. Alright guys, let me know in the comments down below what you think of this collection. Are you happy with it? Do you wish that maybe all 6 polishes had been shimmers, or do you like the combination of shimmers and creams? I personally like the combination of shimmers and creams. It's just something different, something for everybody. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!